Hello there, I am Awesome Alex 99 and welcome to another one of my Halloween videos. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about some of the Spirit Halloween themes that I have actually seen in person. So, I started actually really going to Spirit Halloween and buying stuff back in 2015, so this is my 6th year going there. So before that, I think I went once when I was little. I don't really remember that time, but 2015 to now, I remember all the themes. So yeah, let's start talking about them. So first, let's talk a little bit about Voodoo Swamp, also known as Swamp Tours. I think that this was a pretty good theme. Had some great animatronics, like the creepy rising doll and Little Skelly Bones, and a few others. This year, I didn't get any major props. I just got a jumping spider, but I really like the idea of the theme. Um, I wouldn't say that this would be my favorite theme of all time, but it's still pretty good. Like, there's that swamp witch in it, and the rising swamp person. I forget what that one's called, but yeah, like, there's not too much stuff in this theme that has to really do with it, because I think that around 2015 is when they started making just 2 big themes instead of 4 or 5 smaller themes. So, I wish they would still do that, but sadly they don't. Now they just do 2 big themes, but this, I would say, would be maybe in the middle of my list of my top themes. Next up is the other theme from 2015, Spirit Station Z, which I think this is a awesome theme, definitely one of my favorites. Has some great animatronics in it, like the Possessed Wall Hanger and the Twitching Banshee. I just really love the theme. It's like a subway station, and yeah, this is probably one of their best themes that I have actually seen. It has the little entrance to the subway station at the start, and then has a subway train at the back with quite a few animatronics packed into it. I just love all the details, and they even had one of the projector fear effects things in the bottom of the theme, which I find that very good. And if I would have got a bigger animatronic, I'd probably say I would get the Possessed Wall Hanger. I love that. Or Creepy Rising Doll for this year. Both great props, and I wish one day Spirit Halloween would bring back a couple of themes, and this would be one of them that they would bring back, because it's just so amazing. Now let's move on to 2016 with the Clock Tower and the Haunted Hotel. So let's talk first about the Clock Tower. This, I think, was not too good of a theme. There was a few good props. They had Little Skelly Bones again and Cerberus. But this year they had Sin Scarecrow, which I definitely really loved and bought it. It's a little sad that I had to go all the way up north to see this, because the one in the south wouldn't open till October, but I think it was pretty okay, this theme. I'd probably put it close to the end of my list, but it did have a few good props in the theme. And other stuff I really have to say about it is I like the hay bale popper, and I like that it's a pretty tall theme. Like, all the stores with high roofs can have, like, it up pretty tall, but other than that, it's not too much cool stuff about it. Next is the Haunted Hotel. This is definitely probably my number 1 theme besides Area 31. I just really love this theme. I got the Roman bear from it as a birthday present. I really love my Roman bear. It was a great prop, because they had lots of Roman props that they put into this theme. And there's tons of other great props, that, like the Twitching Banshee, and they had the clown, forget what that guy's called. But yeah, this theme. I like all the lighting effects, and they don't have step pads for these. They have little try me buttons, which are supposed to be like buttons for the elevators. And also really like the floating ghost girl, which they had this year. That was a pretty great prop too. But I just love the look of it and just how it is. I really wish that they would bring this one back in the future or do something like it. I just really love this theme. Now moving on, 2017, which has my most favorite Spirit Halloween theme that I've ever seen. But first, let's talk about Spirit Hollow before we talk about that one. Spirit Hollow, when I first heard about it, I didn't think that it would be that cool. It seems kind of small and just not too cool. But when I actually saw it, I really loved the walkthrough part. And had some great props in it, like Menacin Molly and the big clown called Creepy Towering Clown. That year, I didn't buy Spirit Halloween animatronic. I really wanted a Creepy Towering Clown, but they were all sold out except for the display. In the display, his mouth wasn't working properly, and I didn't really want to get the display for this guy. So I ended up just getting another animatronic from Lowe's, which is a bit sad, but yeah, I really love this theme. And yeah, they put lots of work into this theme for this year. But I do wish that it would be a bit bigger. Now, my most favorite theme that I've ever experienced and seen from Spirit Halloween is Area 31. Not only were the props good, but I also really love the theme that they used. Area 31, it's sort of like Area 51, except 31 means Halloween because it's on the 31st. But this was sort of more of like an alien theme. They did have the alien capsule in it, but they also had some other good ones like the hazmat zombie and the Ryzen possessed girl. I forget the name for that. But they also had the zombie with the fence in front of it. And just so many good ones. I really love this theme. And the try me buttons were also good. But I don't really have too much else to say about this, except for that it was really amazing. And I highly recommend that you go see Spirit Halloween's YouTube video of it. Moving on to 2018, we have Spirit Acres Farm. This theme, I wouldn't say that it is the best theme that they ever did. It just kind of seemed more cheaply thrown together. This year I did get Hugs the Clown and the Forgotten Farmer, which I love those two guys. I don't really have too much to say about this. There were some good props, not too many good ones. And yeah, just seemed very cheaply made. But yeah. And some props that I actually sort of did like in it, I'd probably say the Scarecrow guy, Forgotten Farmer, and Hugs the Clown. Those three guys I liked in it, but not too many of the other guys. Next, from 2018, is the Dead Harvest Farmhouse. This one, I don't have too much to say about it. There was some okay props in it. They did have Menacin Molly, which I really like. They had Bubba, the two twin sisters, and the Rocking Horse doll, and the Jumping Spider. It is sort of like a little house, and this was the first year that they had an actual walkthrough one, just like 2019, which I really love that. And they also had fog in it, and cool sound effects that really made you jump when you walked through it. But other than that, I don't really have too much to say about this. It was pretty okay, though, I would say. Next, moving on, 2019, we're gonna look at Reaper's Wharf. This theme, I think, is actually pretty good. I like how they use some boat sound effects in it. This is the first theme that actually hadn't been made after an actual place in New Jersey. It did have some pretty good animatronics in it, like Rusty, which I bought. It had Crouchy. It had Cerberus in it, which they brought back to the stores. And it also had the Tortured Torso, the Winter Dragon, which I wish that they would put more expensive stuff in stores instead of just having them online. That'd be cool. And also had Jackstraw. Like, pretty good year. The theme could have been better, though, than just a big ship, I would say. But still pretty okay, I would say. But yeah, I don't really have too much else to say about it other than that. Next is this one called Reaper's Wharf, I believe. This one, it's the best theme I've ever seen based on the effects, but the overall look of it, not too good. But the effects in it, they had those screens, they had fog, they had the music, tons of great stuff. The animatronics in it, not the best animatronics. Dahlia and Bloodthirsty Betty were good, but the other ones not too good. So this theme, I'd probably put it around the middle of my list, just because of all the great effects in it. But other than that, the overall look of it isn't too good, and the animatronics aren't the best. It's time for 2020, one of the best years for Spirit Halloween. The first thing that we're going to be talking about is Reaper's Island Village. I think that this theme is definitely one of the best. They have all that nice fire effect, and it's like a little village, which I like. And there's so many different cool animatronics, like the Butcher. It has Punctured Pete, the Hauntress, Peekaboo Clown, and so many others. And I just really love all the detail on it, and it's pretty huge seen in person, so long, and yeah, so much detail. I just totally love this theme, and I wish that they would do more stuff like this for back in like 2019 and 2018 instead of those themes. But yeah, that's all I really have to say about this. Lastly, let's talk about Jack's Cave, the first theme actually named after Jack the Reaper, the mascot of Spirit Halloween. This theme isn't the coolest one I've ever seen, but still pretty good, I would say, as a Harvester of Souls, Nightcrawler, Miserable Mary, some pretty nice props, and I like the lights on it, how it's green, that's pretty nice color, and all the skulls around it add a nice effect, and the big skull on top that has red eyes, and they picked out some pretty good props to put into this theme. I don't have too much to say other than that, but I say that this is a pretty awesome theme. Thank you everybody so much for watching this video. I really like talking about all of these themes that I've actually seen, and yeah, I really like most of these themes. I wish I would have saw some themes like the Clown Train and some of the other older ones before 2014, I think it was, because some of those are some of their best themes. But if I had to choose the best theme out of the ones that I've experienced, I would definitely say Area 31 and the Haunted Hotel. So thank you all so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and have a good rest of your day.